EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5. EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fair catch, simple for, and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Try for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up at the 38, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Why he throw the ball down the field? Other hit his dude.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. This is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got him.
Listen, for no reason.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete. That's Terry. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Harris. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Titans 0.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Damn it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So lined of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Patterson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis. 77 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now he takes this off over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh,
it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. They're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Just get me.
I'm trying to get you.
No, just get me like that.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and it's third down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That's complete right around the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to throw again. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense...
Why does he break the first tackle and everybody touches it?
That's what you work on, to make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Oh, my God.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 91 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit.
What are you doing?
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, my God, bro.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted.
Oh, my God.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Damn.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
2nd and 2.
This will be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Collins on the coverage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2nd and 4. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Play action. They'll throw. But that brings up 4th.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he spins through.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets it down to the 32.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
What the fuck?
Going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up on the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. The 30. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 82 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10.
Touchdown,
man. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
22-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Why can't we make the first tackle?
Yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Why can't we make the first tackle ever, bro?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep. He's got it at the 15.
How many times they gonna do this, man?
They're able to get the 3rd down
God
conversion.
dang, man.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll run on first down. Terry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. The 40, 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 89 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And they're done hanging that pool house. What do you want to do with the trash? I mean, I would have
6
grabbed
yards
it.
on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Yeah.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Now a give right side. It's Terry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. He'll be brought down.
Yeah, bro,
Goes, it's a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans at a first down.
8-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And ball complete to Isabella. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with
Yo,
a tale of
why
two
would I
halves,
just
won't
come
you?
here?
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get
Well,
too
you can leave your other
comfortable, too
car in the
relaxed,
crib.
and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll leave
$59.
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
All right, let's do it. All right, let me know when you pick the season. I'll just pick it up.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
All right, give me 3 minutes. I'll play right back.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
35. Broncos 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Landon Collins, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
The score, Titans 42, Broncos 21.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll air this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And give them a gain of 37.
1st down, Broncos.
Someone over there getting confused.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. No gain on the play. It's fourth down. Today's final score, Titans 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.